Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And as a coach, Stan, what's... something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything, from the way we practice to the way we prepare for games to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Lou Dort down out there with Walter. Then it's Williams. And it's Queen in at the center. George against Brown. Pass to Queen.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Takes the three. Rebound by the Wizards. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Thompson looking for an opening. Inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
To the middle, it's stolen by Barrett. Thompson outside, back to Barrett. Pass to George. To the paint. Great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he takes that one up and powers it through. Outside Williams. Here's Dort. And it's off from three-point range. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Taken away by Williams. Pass to Brown. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And that one, good.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Here's Thompson. Got a hand on it.
Quite simply, Lou Dort is an elite defender. Plays hard, smart, great wingspan, which we just saw him use there.
They set the screen. He's guarded by Williams. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. He has 6.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Well, that'll make his coaching staff smile, showing them his impact from the get-go.
Pass to Queen. 6 on the shot clock. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Chance to check out the numbers for Thompson. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 12 points per game last year, 11 rebounds and 4 assists. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths. Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in on it.
Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's Walter. Barrett covering. Back to Brown for the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 5 now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
There's the screen. Barrett, no good. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Dort. And here is Brown. Clock at 6. Inside. Queen. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Thompson outside. George against Brown for 3. It's hauled in by Queen.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's Walter. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Queen. Williams a screen on Barrett. Walter can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Dort.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Walter. Here's Queen. Outside, Dort. Now here's Williams. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Hawks passing it around. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Cans it from downtown. 10 points for him.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Back to Brown. Outside Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Williams has got 6 points. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Pass to Walter. Williams, a screen on Barrett. Here's Walter. Barrett covering. Here's Brown. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Outside Barrett. George sets a screen for Barrett. Back to George. Shoots over Brown. That 3 off the mark. The Wizards with the lead. Brown jams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Pass to Thompson. In the corner, George with it. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Walter. Barrett covering. George against Brown.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. He's off on the second. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. In the 3rd spot, the Hawks.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Walker's checked in for Brown. Walker is screen on Melton. Shoots. Walker's shot is off.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. carries it down low.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
And Simmons kicks to Bryant. Down low, Diabate, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Rebound, Atlanta. On the wing, Melton. Scoreless thus far.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. The Hawks trailing. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
For Atlanta, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. .157 left here in the opening quarter. With the shot. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on.
That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness. Fella just making it look easy.
Well, he's got the athleticism and the aggressiveness to make the spectacular. Not that we get used to it, but look, a little routine sometimes.
You hit it on the head.
6 to shoot. In the corner, Simmons with it. Over Walker. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 5 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Walker is screen on Howard. Poole against Howard. Fires from way outside. And it's Bryant with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Pass to Diabate. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Fast break. Here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Wizards have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Porter against Bryant. Simmons, a screen on Porter. But tried by Bryant and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal. Clearly a foul.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity strike. That's a huge factor.
The first free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't he?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
So on the floor for Washington, Michael Porter's out there with Williams. Then there's Brown. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Queen, and at the center, locking down the middle. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Pass to Queen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Miami Heat. Then on Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Barrett. A 3-ball. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Dort is screen on George. Here's Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on R.J. Barrett. For Washington, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. That free throw good from Brown.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Walter, he's checked in for Jordan Poole. And Brown drops them both. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Onside, Barrett. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. He's got 15.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Back to Brown. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dort. No good there.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Thompson.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Williams. Back to Brown. Pass to Queen. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. For Washington, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Brown. Outside, Dort. 5 to shoot. Fires away from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And so George will bring it up for the Hawks. It's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Count the basket. He's got 17.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Check out the stats for George. He had a strong showing last season. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yeah, you need someone who can organize that second unit and keep things moving along. A tremendous asset, highly valued by a coaching staff.
Pass to Queen. Here is Williams. Dort wide open. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Puts it up from 15. Outside for George. A second chance effort to the middle. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Pass to Walter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the shot goes in. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Hawks.
Onside, Barrett. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Walter. Barrett covering. Back to Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Atlanta.
Well, I'm seeing that their second chance points are exactly what every coach wants to see. Hustling on the offensive glass to convert every possession they can.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Atlanta making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. And Brown drops them both. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Dort against Hunter. Now Dort. He has yet to score. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Brown. Over Thompson. And another miss by Washington.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
George against Williams. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Thompson. And the Hawks lead by 3. George against Brown. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Onside, Barrett. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Up top, Dort, covered by Hunter. Back to Brown. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Thompson outside. Here's George. Tries again, and it's good on the way up. He's got 9. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Ariza's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And Washington making a change here. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Hawks second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Williams against Thompson. Door to screen on George. A floater. No good that time.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
So for the Hawks, Diabate's checked in, and Simmons subbed in for Thompson. Walker's checked in for the Wizards. Porter comes in for George. Porter kicks to Walker. 6 to shoot. From the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. Simmons left side. Pass to Diabate. Porter against Hunter. Here's Diabate. And he lays it straight in. Diabate's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Walker looking for an opening. Pass to Porter. Here's Walter. Ariza covering. Walter, good. Walter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Melton passes to Ariza. Pass to Hunter. Simmons sets a screen for Hunter. Catchings with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now Walker. Here's Catchings, guarded by Simmons. Here's Porter. Can't hit from 12. Atlanta leading by 3. And it's Ariza in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. Ariza's got 5 points in the quarter.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Walker against Simmons. Walker dishes to Porter. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Melton. Pass to Hunter. Shoots the three. Catchings with the rebound.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Back to Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Number 22, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Howard's checked in for Atlanta. And a change for the Wizards. Poole's checked in for Walter. And so he makes both from the line. The Hawks leading by 4. Down low. That's good from Ariza on the assist from Simmons. Ariza's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Walker. Here's Catchings. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And the basket is good. Porter's got his first points of the game.
What an assertive drive by Porter Jr. Charging right into the defense and getting it to go.
Elton finds Ariza. Porter with a block. It's sent back down by Simmons. They get it back. They retain possession. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. And that one's good by Porter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Pass to Diabate. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's good from Walker. And the Hawks making a change here. And so Walker nails both of them. 40 seconds left in the first half. Milton with the ball. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Washington trailing. Pass to Walker. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Catchings. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Milton passes to Bryant. With 1 on the clock, Porter with a block. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Wizards out front, leading by a point. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Doc, a high-scoring affair in the first half. Did you think coming in that it would be this kind of shootout?
Not at all, but we're not playing good enough defense to guard anybody. So, we just got to play better D, keep the ball in front of us.
Doc, thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Over at Spectrum Center, the Hornets will face off against the Pistons. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be close.
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
Their approach has been pretty straightforward. Attack, draw fouls,
and that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Hawks trailing. Now here is George, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Atlanta, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
What's up?
Washington shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Walter. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Brown, and it's Queen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
George with the ball. Dort covering. Out to the right wing. Rebounded by the Wizards. Queens got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams against Thompson. Pass to Walter. Williams a screen on Barrett. Here's Walter. It's hauled in by George. The Hawks leading. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Hawks have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Walter. Back to Brown. Crafty move. He takes it up and lays it in. Brown's got 22 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
He's guarded by Williams. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Wizards.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Keontae George picks one up.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Brown drops them both. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Brown against George. for the three. Over to the wing. This one for three. Dort grabs the miss. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Washington. They trail by one. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
He's guarded by Williams. No good from outside.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
From deep, George, and the three ball is good. George has got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Checking out some numbers for Barrett. Last year, getting it done. He averaged about 17 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
And here is Williams. 8 points for him. Here's Queen. Another shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Throws it up high.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Brown against George. Here's Walter. Five on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Team set. At the line for the Wizards, Walter, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Outside Williams. Brown outside. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Brown's got 27. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Williams passes to Brown. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Brown drops them both. Here's George. He has 5. It's Barrett on the wing. For 3. Buries the long-range jumper. 28 points for him.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's Walter. He has 6. Door the screen on Barrett. Here's Walter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Atlanta, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Atlanta making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The Hawks, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
On defense, the Hawks, a 2-point game. Williams passes to Queen. The Wizards with another miss. The Hawks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. To the paint, here's Walter. Count that bucket. Walter's got 8.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Thompson sets the pick for Simmons. Thompson outside. Pass to Simmons. Ball stolen. Brown outside. Here's Walter. Barrett covering. Brown with it. There's the 3. Over to the left wing. 3-pointer. They get the rebound. The 3. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
And that one, good. He's got 34 as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to Brown. He lobs it up, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Williams. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers, nothing spectacular in his rookie season, but he's still got a lot of room for growth.
Well, look, very few rookies come into the NBA at a superstar level. It's a tough league to be successful in right away. It takes time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Ryan's checked in for Thompson. Howard comes in for Barrett. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Keontae George. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, they got to bring the double team in.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Poole. Inside. Ariza with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Looking to end the run, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
One shot.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Hawks leading by 3. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Walker. Poole, a screen on Bryant. Walker the pass to Catchings. Launches it. Rebound Atlanta.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Walker against Melton. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the chippy right there.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Porter with the screen for Walker. For the tie. That shot off. The Hawks leading by 3. Now Howard. Pass to Bryant. Melton with the ball. Bryant with a screen on Poole. Melton kicks to Howard. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The Hawks again can't hit. Wizards trail by 3. Poole the pass to Catchings. Pass to Porter.
2 minutes.
And here is Poole. Walker with his screen for Poole. He nails it, and we're tied up. Poole's got 7 points in the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
To end the quick streak, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first team's 5th. Hart Bryant. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Bryant. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Good on both. Washington trailing. There's a minute 34 left in the third. Poole against Ariza. It's blocked. Now here's Hunter. Hasn't made one yet. Ariza finds Howard. Guarded by Porter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Catchings. Outside, Walker. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Poole. Atlanta with the rebound. Pass to Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Flag. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
I like this aggressive mentality he's adopted in the second half, doing everything he can to get to the line.
Yeah, and the Hawks making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And he makes both free throws. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Walker. Wizards passing it around. Walker with his screen for Poole. Hits it from three-point range. Poole's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Wizards. From downtown, it's not going to go for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Barrett is out there with George. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Diabate in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
There's Brown with the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Onside, Barrett. Outside, George. The 3. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. From down low, it's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Wizards making a switch here. Williams has checked in. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by George. Here's the break. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Poole. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Over in the corner, Dort. Off target from outside. The Hawks leading by 5. To the left side wing. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 20. And so Brown will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Outside, Dort. Pass to Poole. Here he goes. It's deflected.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
Ryan's checked in for the Hawks. And a switcher also for Washington. Walters checked in. A crossover, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Shooting for Washington. Watson at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And free throw good from Walter. And so he hits both. The Hawks leading by 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Brown the pass to Williams. Back to Brown. Pass to Walter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Williams gets the bucket.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Back to George. Outside Bryant. The shake. Rebound, Washington. And here is Brown. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Queen. Pulls up on the elbow. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Now it's just a 3-point Hawks lead. Outside Barrett. Back to George. The Hawks working the ball around. Bryant looking around. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Off the inbound pass, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Wizards trail by 5. Brown outside. And the shot goes in. Brown's got 31.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Williams in the post, defended by George. Williams kicks to Dort. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Hawks leading by 3. George dishes to Barrett. Back to George. Outside Bryant. Pass to George. Back to Bryant from deep. Excellent D there from Williams. Wizards trail by 3 to the right side. Here's Walter. Here's Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Keontae George picks one up.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Brown drops them both. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 1. He's covered by Brown. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping it.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
To tie it up. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Lets it go with the 3. Washington with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown outside. Back to Williams. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Timeout, Hawks. Making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. Well, the Hawks coach had some words for his team during the last timeout. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now George. Barrett the pass to George. Onside Barrett. Hunter sets a screen for Barrett. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Barrett nails both of them. Wizards trail by 5. To the inside. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Pass to Walter. Dort kicks to Williams. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The Wizards shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Brown the pass to Williams. Back to Brown. Now Dort. Here's Queen. Barrett brings the double team. 4 on the shot clock. He had a nice open look right there. Walter's got 11 in the second half.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Barrett. They set the pick. Shoots over Dort. Barrett, no good.
And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Back to Dort. It's tipped. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Door to screen on Barrett to take the lead, and Thompson sends it back. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with the game and the balance here in the fourth, he's been unflappable. 6 of 8 from the field, providing them with some big buckets.
Thomas, number 16. One shot.
And that one misses. Wizards trail by 3. Dort kicks to Brown to tie it up. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 6 feet out. Hunter, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
They double him with George. Nobody near Williams. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Hawks leading by 3. Thompson outside. Pass to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Barrett the pass to Hunter. Shoots over Dort. Hunter no good. Washington shooting 43% from the field. Here's Queen. It's good.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Hunter with it. Pass to George. Back to Hunter. Clock at 6. Thompson in the corner. He's looking for Hunter and finds him. A little shot fake there. Got the D out of position. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Pass to Williams. Here's Queen. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Knocked loose. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hawks head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. It's amazing. He's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Here's the break. Here's Walter. Williams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ballgame.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Brown the pass to Dort.
And when it comes to physical play, it's hard to get the best of Dort. He invites contact at both ends.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Here's Brown. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Right to the rim. Aggressive approach when it matters most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
Outside, Dort. Outside, Williams. Over George. Williams can't hit. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Down low, stolen by George, and now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Pass to Walter. It's stolen by Barrett. George against Brown. George looking over the floor. And so the Hawks take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.